Right then, I've watched a video on YouTube. I'm going to flick you around and show you what's going on in my pond. Fish them all hunky-dory, apart from my lemon arrowaki. Oh, he's come back out now. Burying himself into the algae. Now I'm assuming it's just for a little bit of warmth. Just about see him there, look, swimming about. My little black and orange one that's right down the bottom there. I thought he was dead. He was upside down last night in the algae. So I've watched a video, and apparently if you use hydrogen peroxide, which I'm just going to show you now, is what you use when you're using PP. I'm going to come in the filter house a bit because it's still a bit nippy. Let me put my light on. God, a good looking bloke I am, eh? Right, flick it around. You've seen it all before. Hydrogen peroxide you normally use to deactivate your potassium manganate. Now I watched the video last night, very interesting video. This is food grade. I know the label's filthy, obviously it's in the filter now, say it, and everything gets spilt on it. The hydrogen peroxide I watched last night was 3%. Now please don't take my word for it, this is what I'm going to do. 3% of hydrogen peroxide per 1,000 gallons. Now I've got 3,000 gallons in my pond. That's at 3% proof. Hydrogen peroxide at 3% is 1,000. Sorry, hydrogen peroxide of 3% is 1 litre per 1,000 gallons. Now the hydrogen peroxide that I've got here is 6%, so I'm going to have to calculate that out and work it out. Now I don't know whether it's true or not, so please don't take my word for it. Check up on it yourself and work it all the parameters out yourself. Apparently you can't overdose this hydrogen peroxide, what I'm using it for, but please don't take my word for it. I'm going to try this now at 6%. I'm going to calculate how much it is. I'll come back to you and let you know, chatting bubbles, let you know how I've not how I've worked it out, but I'll let you know how much I'm going to put in, and I'll get back to you in a second. This is how I'm going to try and reckon it out. Mine is 6%. 3% at 1 litre for 1,000 gallon. So if mine's 6%, that means 1 litre should do 2,000 gallon. So I reckon I need 1.5 litres of my hydrogen peroxide per 3,000 gallons. But then again, I am thick, so that should be the equivalent to 9% for 3,000 gallons. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm just going to, all I'm going to do is put it in a watering can. I'm going to mix it with water because I've got quite a big pond area to treat, so I'm going to dilute it in water because I really don't think 1.5 litres is going to go very far. So I'm going to measure it out. I'll get back to you with the measurement in a jug and then dilute it and then put it around the pond. Okay, I know you've seen people measure out before. I got a litre container that goes up to 900ml, it's 1,000ml for a litre. So I'm going to measure 3 500ml. Into the watering can. Uno, dos, it is. So that's 1.5 litres, 6%, it should be 9% for 3,000 gallon. If I'm wrong, put it on a postcard. So I'm going to top this up now with pond water. Like I say, to try and get that all round my pond, I've got a large area, as you know. So I'm just going to put some water in it now, take it out. I'll show you how to pour it. You've seen it all before. But I'm better looking than all the others that do it. So why not watch me? Okay, today is a miserable day today. Good old Great Britain. Filled it up. Sorry about the camera work, I'm trying not to fall in. And as you know, I'm trying to show you how to film this and you can't even see what I'm doing. All the way around the edge. Fish them all fine. Well, that wasn't until a while come up. Sorry about the camera work, folks. Just trying to, whoops, a bit too fast there. I'm not sure how much I paid for the hydrogen peroxide, sorry. Not sure how much I paid for that. I'll try and work it out, because I have actually been and bought, which has gone up £5. That's always my go-to. That one tub there does more 3,000 gallons. What is it? 800 grams. That always does more 3,000 gallons of treat. Never had a problem with it. That now it's gone from a tenner to 16 quid. Hydrogen peroxide I already got, because I bought it obviously for using my PP. So I'm going to try that now. I don't know how long it takes for it to work. I'm showing you the bottle when you look at this picture. Look, there girls. Right, so that's in the water now. Today is Wednesday the 1st. I'm off to the hospital a bit later on. More tests. So I've done that this morning. We'll see what happens. I'll have a look tomorrow and I'll keep you updated. So I'll catch you later. Welcome back. Flick you around, show you what I'm up. Earlier on I put hydrogen peroxide in my pond. You've probably seen from a previous video before. Mad Dog kindly give me that filter in there, which I stripped and PP'd. He also give me that filter there for Mason's fish tank. It's too big, I just ain't got the room in the house to put it. It's absolutely cracking bit of kit, I've said it before. I PP'd them over a period of 4 days, and the PP, it stains everything so bad. I don't know whether you can just see that pipe work there. I don't know whether you can actually see that on camera because of the glare. It looks like rust. It's absolute. You can see it all over that. Where the sponge filters go with my finger. You can see it lying in there, look. Looks like rust. So what I've done, I've soaked it in bleach. And the FX4 is running. I'll try and do it because I've got bleach in it now. Running an absolute dream. So that's continuously flowing the water through the FX4 into that container, and obviously you can just see a little bit of movement, swilling everything out in there. So what I'm going to do, that's only been overnight because I've got Mason as well and it's bleach. I want to clean it out while he's at school and while I've got time before I go up the hospital a bit later this afternoon. So that's what I'm up to. I'm going to empty all the bleach out and then give him a really good flush with fresh water. There you go, you can see the bleach never got that media back up to white, but I put a lot of bleach in to be, if I'm fair. I don't know whether you can actually see inside the moulds there, what it's done inside there. Look at the brown in there. And that's with PP and bleach. But anyway, any bacteria or anything like that, which I'm almost sure there's none in it at all anyway. I'm just leaving them all in there now, just to upside down so they can all drain off and dry out as best I can with the weather I'm having. The sponges, the lid I've left there upside down just so they can drip dry. Then I put it all back together, soaking wet, because then obviously you're going to have bacteria in water anyway, damp and that. And all the sponges are all on the top of there, so any water in them now will drain into the bottom of that bucket, and they'll be bound dry for when I put them back together, ready for in the spring. So just a little video. Spring's starting to come, and it's time to clean things up and tidy things up, sterilise everything, ready for the season. Welcome back. Today is the 6th of March. Looks like I may have lost a couple of fish. Hydrogen peroxide. I'll flick you around and show you. I can't really tell if it's doing anything, if I'm honest. Temperatures have dropped again. If you don't like this sort of thing, please look away. I have seen this before, and as soon as I've touched them with the net, they've swum. But I've got one buried in the algae down there. The usual one. He's down there by the water pump. He's been like it for months. And then the other one that's normally hiding, and I really don't think he's going to pull through today. But you can actually see, I really don't think hydrogen peroxide is the way to kill green algae. I have left it in the algae, thinking that the fish might be getting some sort of warmth and cover off it. But I am seriously thinking now of putting my clover leaf in to get rid of it. So my personal opinion on that is hydrogen peroxide doesn't seem to have done anything, apart from, I don't know whether you can see that down there, I don't know what you can't work it out, sorry about the reflection, you can't work it out, but you can actually see the fish's waste actually stuck in the algae on the bottom, which obviously is no good for the fish anyway. I'm doing Mason's tank at the moment. I've just come up here because I need to get some buckets of water out the pond for in the tank. Fish in the tank are all doing fine, so I'm going to get the water in the tank. I'm just going to get my net out now. In fact, I'll get that now and video it, see if these fish actually swim. But looking at them at the moment, all the other fish are doing absolutely fine. I'm just hiding on the bridge now because I've come up and disturbed them. I'll get my net and I'll record it. Fish number one, if you don't like this, look away just in case it is. Is there. There you go. Up and swimming around. Straight back down. Over to this side. I think this is a lemonade wacky. Oh no, it's not. There you go, swimming around, look, it's the platinum algon, I think. There you go, swimming around, look. Again, the fish trying to bury themselves into the algae, just popped out, look. Maybe I'm getting a bit of warmth off it. And this one down the bottom here by the water pump, who's been like that for quite a few months. There you go, off he goes, look. In all the years of me keeping fish, I've never ever known that before. Been talking to a lot of people are experiencing this exactly the same symptoms with their fish, and they're all putting it down to the warm weather changing to quite mild to them freezing cold. And I've just noticed there my pump's floating. It's covered in oil. Yeah, I've just got that one. It was my tancho that was hiding underneath the pump, and they all seem to be trying to get themselves inside that algae. It must be some sort of warmth or something, but you can see all the other bigger fish. They're all doing really well. It seems to be the smaller ones of them all. Even the lemon arawaki there, trying to bury yourself in it. Very, very strange. I've never seen it before. The tiny one over there, look. He's burying himself in it. They must be getting some sort of warmth out of it, so I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to put no more of that hydrogen peroxide in as yet. It don't seem to have made no difference at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it. Like I says, wait for the temperatures to change a bit. We're going to have another bad week with the cold temperatures up and down. Thank you all for watching. Not too much to film at the moment, just a little bit of content to show you people what we're all up against. So obviously the pump's not sucking water, so that's the next job. Okay, the fish I'm showing about have disturbed up. Trickling's up and running, main filter's cleaned out. You get into that tancho down there by the plant, burying itself in the algae. Goldie's doing really well. I've had a few people ask me how Goldie is, and every time I mention it swims under the bridge. There's Goldie. Everything seems to be okay. You can see there just using that pectoral on the left side, swim looking, using it a lot more. Unfortunately the wound was underneath, as you know if you follow my channel. I've not got her out the water or him out the water as yet because of the cold temperatures. As soon as the weather warms up I'll get her out, turn it upside down, and I'll record that so you can all see how that fish is getting on. And obviously Ginger there, no signs of pinkness or anything on the fin. The fin's just white. Sorry about the noise, neighbours having building work, but it looks all clean. There's my pump back in, all clean from the algae. Little pump, all been cleaned. Little filter, now you can just see inside the top of that, you can see the filters working a treat. Hopefully that's helping the fish out. It's just starting to rain, so I'm going to leave it at this one. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, please share my channel, subscribe if you don't mind, and as always, don't forget to polish my thumb. You know you want to, folks. Bye for now.